Yeah.
Look at that. We're actually live. Yay. Let's just kind of be silly for a second until we see some numbers popping up in the corner. There they are.
I'm trying to get this dog to submit to just sitting here.
That's not going to happen.
Remember, it's a baby corgi. That's not going to happen.
Walter was well on Earth.
We just had Zoomies for like 90 minutes, so hopefully.
Well, we have people watching now, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to the last PMA session of 2020, a crazy year that has driven a lot of us pretty nuts, but we feel that these PMA sessions have been our rad version of it. We're waiting for our first surprise guest to appear. He should be in anytime. Oops, I gave a little clue there. We had another one coming on, and unfortunately, all right, Japan. Woo!
Wow.
Hey, Aaron.
Dang.
Welcome.
John International. Thank you.
Let's throw
What
that
time
up
is
there.
it in Okinawa right now?
What time is it in Okinawa, Aaron? He should answer. I hope.
Aaron
Scheduled reply.
he's really writing from Okinawa?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's tomorrow there, I think.
No,
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
He's watching this on New Year's Eve.
it's New Year's Eve.
like, no,
Motherfuckers in the future.
Ooh.
years. Like
Tell us what happens.
I went to high school in Okinawa.
10:33 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay, I was
Beautiful.
At least it's not like 4 in the morning.
At least normal, at least semi-normal people are awake by 10:33. So I don't feel so bad that he's in. We've got one guest already. I'm going to bring in our first guest,
He's
ladies
my
and gentlemen.
favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Bob Siegel of the Faction.
Adam.
How you doing?
What's up?
Looks like he's hanging out in Club Adam there.
Can you hear me okay?
We can
Yes,
hear
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to download Chrome real quick because this app doesn't like Safari.
Oh, weird. They told us that Safari was the best.
Yeah, it doesn't work on Safari.
So
That's okay.
what's going on in Las Vegas and Faction and Suburban Resistance and Tri-World?
Well, we just got the Suburban Resistance vinyl. Wait, let me do product placement real quick.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good.
I see you got one empty space on the wall back there for it.
So
Look at that.
this is the band that I play drums in, which is kind of odd, but because most people know me as a guitarist for the Faction. But I was the first drummer for the Faction. We only recorded one song with that lineup, and then I switched to guitar. And that song was Spineless Majority. So I played drums before I played guitar, but I got the itch to play drums again right about the same time my buddy Tom posted on Facebook, does anybody want to come over and jam in my garage? We need bass or drums. I said, I'll come over if you let me play drums. So he said, that's enough product placement. That was 1 year ago today that I went to Tom's garage and joined. We weren't called Suburban Resistance at the time, and Suburban Resistance was a joke name that I threw out there as something the guys would surely not agree to. It was a tribute to the guitarist and bass player come to practice in this big minivan. And I think between the two of them, they have like 10 kids. And we're very suburban.
Wow.
But we're old guys with tattoos and we're playing dive bars. So we're resisting as well.
Yeah, I love it.
And then that name stuck, for better or worse.
I think it's great,
Nice.
especially with that reason why.
So in Faction Land, sometime in the next 2 weeks, our new record will show up on vinyl. It's out now digitally, and the CDs are here. cassettes. Just approved the test cassette, so they're being duplicated. And that's The Greatest Grinds, where we re-recorded 12 of our most popular songs. All our recordings back in the 80s, in my opinion, sound terrible. So we
Quality.
That was the magic of the 80s, though.
yeah, we stopped playing live, but before we all sort of forgot how the songs go, I dragged everybody in the studio and said, let's fix something that's been bugging me for 38 years, 38 and a half years. And get a decent recording out there. And they all kind of said, why would we do that? Nobody cares. I mean, I just said, I care. It's been bothering me all these years that those recordings sound terrible. Every time, like if I look at Ridiculousness or any of these TV shows that are just rehashing that 1983 recording of Skate and Destroy, or all the skate movies, the new Tony Hawk thing, pretending I'm a Superman, and I hear that original Skate and Destroy, just every time I get bummed out. So, but I've already issued the first license for the new Skate and Destroy, which sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of just to give me closure on something that had been really bothering me for a long time, and that's the recording sounded terrible. But I've got hundreds and hundreds of pre-orders, and we're doing this big gatefold, and we're doing 180 gram 5-color splatter vinyl and making this big deal out of it. And you know, I'm not personally a big fan of re-recorded greatest hits things, because as a fan you kind of attach to those originals. But from the artist perspective, I now totally get it, because these new versions are just like, oh, finally on record that is anywhere close to how we sound live. So that's coming out. And then these roving years, the band I'm in with Rob, we are almost done recording. We're waiting for April to do a few last backing vocals out in Austin, Texas. We're a COVID band, so we just pass the recording around a little bit and add our parts. So hopefully she'll be able to get into a studio and play down some backing vocals, and then
You made a nice.
There's our pillow.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Is that,
My glasses
Rob, is
on.
that your
Yeah,
is that your rehearsal?
For you.
yeah,
Is
that'll
that your
probably-
rehearsal pillow when Tina's trying to sleep? You gotta
Yeah.
sing into that.
Sing into the pillow.
That's probably going to be the front cover of the EP. It's a 6-song EP, and we'll do a black background on that. And then we have this funny photo of the band. The last time we were able to be this far from other people in a bar after our only practice session, but everybody looks really hot in the picture. So I think we're going to throw that on the back.
Nice.
I agree. You guys look great. Whoever took that photo was great.
Yeah.
There was something I meant to say about the faction gatefold that you were talking about, or whatever you call it. There's somebody else on the screen that might have taken a few of the pictures on that.
Yeah. Actually, there's one picture that Kramer took that made it all there. You only took like 5 pictures that night. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
There's like-
normally that's
Yeah.
typically I don't take any pictures when I'm in the pit ever. I'm not cell phone out guy. I'm usually too busy moshing and whatnot. And I was fortunate enough, I was coming out of a circle pit and I saw Steve come across the stage over to your side, which the number of times I've seen you guys before, didn't see that all that often. And
You guys were cute.
yeah, that's when you guys cuddled up and he laid his head on your shoulder and you guys were jamming out. And I mean, you could see 38 years of camaraderie in one little shot. And I was really glad I had my phone out for once.
Was that on the boat?
No, that was at the last show ever.
Okay.
Which was my birthday.
I can still taste the Malort.
So there's in there, and then we've got like 4 or 5 other photographers that took a lot of shots, and so I did this big collage for the gatefold of the record, and then I was laying out the CD, and between the photos and the lyrics, I thought the lyrics were too small, couldn't really read them, and all the lyrics are online, and so I canned the lyrics on the CD. And I added an extra panel of photos that are not on the album. And then I was laying out the cassette, and I'm like, what's the most fold out, biggest cassette cover I can order? And they had this big giant one. And again, I thought, either people know the words or they can find the words online if they really want the words. I mean, the album has full lyric sheet and stuff, and it looked really great, and I love that. But the cassette's real small, and I'm old, and so I don't see much utility in tiny, 6-point lyrics that I can't read, that I already know. And so again, I dumped all the lyrics off the cassette layout, added 3 more panels of additional photos that are not on either of the other 2 formats. And so now the hardcore fans have to get all 3 formats.
I love it.
Adam, you're not needing
That's how you do
That's my
it.
evil plan.
I do.
You're not a marketing major at all. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I do some more product placement here?
Yeah.
I got it.
Adam, what other exciting vinyl are you working? No, I'm just kidding.
But that's all on IM. Also, your record label, right?
Yeah, I Am Records, which I started in '83 to put out the Faction's first record. Yesterday Is Gone.
That's awesome.
And funny thing about I Am Records, I don't know if it's funny. It's sort of funny, but I had never really talked about where that name came from over the last 38 years. And I was on Discogs the other day, just trolling myself and saving comments about my records. I check Wikipedia, see.
Creeping on yourself. Yeah.
It's COVID. I'm just like, what are they saying about me now? So, I'm looking on Discog, and I go down to the bottom of something. It's like collection one by the Faction, and there's one comment, and it's from like 4 years ago or something. It's really old. And the guy said, all the time growing up in the 80s, I always wondered where the name I Am Records came from. It's from the beginning of the Mission Impossible TV show. They're I Am agents. It's an impossible mission. That's what the I Am means. And if you look at the old Mission Impossible, that every new case came in a portfolio, and on the front is a big I am something agent, or IMA, or I forget what the third initial is for, but it's Impossible Mission. And then of course, because I'm trolling myself, I search online something like Mission Impossible TV series, folio, or something like that. And sure enough, like, this is a thing. Like, they've reissued the folio. It's a collector's item. There's the original prop, and then there's reproductions, and some are first edition. And it's got the big I Am on the front. And so I finally put out on our Instagram like 2 days ago, for anybody who was ever wondering where I Am Records came from, here's a picture of the folio with the big I Am on there. So that's but yeah, my mom's boyfriend at the time gave us $400, and we pressed up 1,000 copies of Yesterday's Gone, and Steve's uncle printed the covers for free. That was nice. Sold them for $4. Right there.
Do you have it?
Not on this floor. That's downstairs, but the 7 inches are 2 floors down. But that's the ad for Yesterday's Gone. The flyer went out in the
Awesome.
I have 2
wow.
actually.
Are we gonna add him to the Punk Rock Saves Lives flea market?
Yeah.
No.
If you have an extra one?
He does. I heard it.
Yeah, I
I
do.
heard it too. We all heard it here.
Nice placement, Mackenzie.
Does it say on there this recording will self-destruct in 5 seconds?
It should though. But yeah, we can frame that up, and you can auction it, and some crazy Faction person will give you $500. It's wacky what people are paying for this old junk. But
That sounds great. Well, we will do that.
You.
yeah.
I actually still, and I got to figure out what to do with them. I have the 2 Punk Rock Saves Lives skateboards signed by the Faction at the last show ever. So those are, we didn't get to have the cruise, so I didn't get to auction it off. So we got to figure out what to do with them. Maybe run an eBay auction or something and see what we can raise for them. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that test pressing for the new album just sold for $300. So there's still people out there doing making financial decisions that I would not advise personally.
You're not supposed to say that, Adam.
Don't you say that.
As we're on the-
Really?
At least you're honest.
here's a good one with y'all with the skate decks in the back. And normally I'm in the boardroom out in the back. I've got about 50 to 100 too, Aaron. We are all basically involved with Earth. Earth Skateboards is Clay Lake and Jason DeVore of Authority Zero, and they do boards for us, for a lot of bands.
They did the faction board.
Yep.
Let's see. Which ones do you want? I got them all on hand right here.
And so that's where we get a lot of ours. Also, yeah,
There we go. Faction.
that one's gone, but that's a beautiful board. Artwork by Chris Cherry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of IM Records, Leland and Adam and I have been working hard, and we're going to tell you a little bit about it. We're going to keep some surprises, but we will have a Punk Rock Saves Lives album, Volume 1, coming very soon on IM also. And we've had some amazing bands donate songs. Leland, why don't you tell them the biggest one you scored for us?
The biggest one that I scored for us?
Yep. There's this big punk band that's been around forever, and we're so stoked to have them donate a 1 minute 8 second song.
That was 1 minute and 8 seconds. That was courtesy of Mr. Bill Stevenson and the Descendants, and that's exciting for me. Bill gave me his number when we were hammered some time ago. Actually, I don't remember if he was hammered. I know I was. I regrets it, but it was really nice nice of them to give us the record, and I'm super excited to include them on there. And it was a really cool thing for the end of the year too, because I actually had booked the Descendants for a festival that I do called Rock La Cause in Victoriaville, and they obviously couldn't play because of COVID, and they're unable to play the reschedule. So to include them on the record was amazing. So that's that was my big.
No, we've got a lot more amazing artists that are going to be on there.
So many surprises, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. You would guess some of our amazing board members and stuff that are involved with Punk Rock Saves Lives are in some bands. So there's a couple of hints.
Stop
Hopefully,
with the hints, Rob. You're going to give away the entire lineup. We have a lot of board
You know
members.
what?
His life.
so there's a lot of that, and it's going to be amazing. In January, we're going to try to nail down all the songs being in and everything, and then get it into Adam's amazing hands to. What made me think of all that was we have asked Mr. Chris Sherry to do the cover, and he wants to do it. So we're working on that as well. So you're getting all sorts of. One of our other guests is here. Adam, I'm going to bring in someone else because he's only got a few minutes.
Cool.
But I'm going to pop him on screen. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, buddy.
Mr. Jason DeVore.
Hi.
How you guys doing? What's up, guys? Hey!
What's up, homie?
I'm so sorry for latency. I've been running around town.
You're perfect.
You're fine.
You're
How we doing?
perfect. Good.
What's
Good.
going on down
Your
there in
face.
Arizona, young man?
Is that Kramer?
It is. What's up, my man?
Kramer dog, how you doing? Leland, we
How
got
you
Leland
doing?
too.
How you doing, bud? Nice to see you.
Good to see you guys, man.
The whole
Merry
gang.
Christmas, by the
Likewise,
way.
brother.
This is my
Hi, Tina. How are you?
You just
Everybody,
missed
hello.
you just missed a giant Earth Skateboards plug. So,
That's okay. I believe it happened. I do believe it happened.
somebody asked us what all those great skateboards were behind people there, and Adam's got them up on the ceiling. I don't know if you can see, but
I can't. I'm trying to creep in here and peek.
look at all those skateboards on the ceiling. That's rad.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Hard to see.
Right on, dude.
I like it. I know.
Well, Merry Christmas, you guys. And
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
Back
So
at
good
you,
to
my
see
man.
you guys, man. It's been a while.
What's
How you guys been? You all right?
yeah, I think everybody's recovering. Everybody's fighting, hoping that 2021 brings us everybody getting vaccinated where we can actually tour and be crazy buds on the road again and do good out there. And
Thank God.
I'll drink to that.
It's about time for that, man. I'm bored as can be, and It's ready
Yep.
now to get some energy out.
I've got tea. Does that count?
That
I've got
totally
tea.
counts.
Actually, speaking of Arizona, and my new Chaos merch mug.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
From Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby Chaos.
Yeah.
Does a lot of great work around here, helping out like a lot of bands and getting her printing company started up too. So that's super awesome.
She's doing awesome, and I'm loving this mug. So anybody who needs a punk rock coffee mug that also fits tea, so that's what I've been putting in it.
I got my load in sound check punk rock show, Travis Stevens show from her.
One.
That's
When
a good
it finally
one.
Came back in stock. I'm pretty sure I ordered that one because I was like, oh, I gotta get that one. Shit, I
Most
saw
definitely,
man.
from them on a bunch of posts. So
It's like night to night on tour. That's the thing. Every single it goes to the time.
Well, it looks to me, Jason, like you might be holding the guitar. Would you?
Well, I held a guitar. I brought one in for fun in case.
Pretty sure
somebody
it's
got
permanently
bored of that.
attached to him.
Wanted to hear some music. I'm not sure to uplift the spirits to bring us in 2021 in proper manner.
Well, you wouldn't mind gracing us with a tune then?
Yes, please.
I'd love to. What do you guys want to hear? Any ideas? Kramer?
Kramer.
Oh man.
Now be easy on me, bro.
You know what I know this is you're live. I've never heard Authority Zero. I know it was at the 25th anniversary show.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You got
All right.
time for that?
I'm going to attempt to put Jason on the screen by himself for this one. So,
All
right.
Cool. This is the first song I ever wrote on the acoustic guitar back when I was 14 years old. And it's the band I'm in is Authority Zero, obviously. And its song's called Authority Zero. So happy New Year, guys. Punk rock saves lives from Authority Zero as well. Myself, Jason DeVore. And here's some music for you. And hopefully it soothes your soul and makes you forge forward in the next 2021 coming up here. It goes like this. Give me a second chance and you take one back. Yes, you take one back. There's no authority given to me. It's all for you. Why must you change your mind? Time after time you tell me what to do and how to do it. There's no authority in our lives that don't like me and do what is fine. The world grows bigger every day. And I'll tell you my authority stays away. There's no authority in our lives. You don't like me and do what is fine. The world grows bigger every day. And I'll tell you my authority stays away. You can't do this. No, you can't do that. Don't dress that way. Now take off that hat. Should I listen to you? I really seem to doubt it. And no, I won't forget about it. Oh, no. There's no authority in our lives that don't like me and you what is fine. The world grows bigger every day. And I'll tell you my authority stays away. There's no authority in our lives. You don't like me and you what is fine. The world grows bigger every day. And I'll tell you my authority stays away. You toss me around, you put on on my funny nose now and look like a fucking clown. Throw me up and bash me around. Jump on my side, now pound me down. With authority zero. Whoa. There's no authority in our lives. You don't like me, and you I despise. The world grows bigger every day, and nothing you my authority stays away. There's no authority in our lives. You don't like me, and you I despise. The world grows bigger every day. Not to you, my authority stays away. Authority zero. Authority zero. Authority zero. Keep that PMA up out there, guys.
Nice.
That was killer, man.
What a treat.
Thank you guys very much
How
for
about
having me out
that?
here, man. It's good to see you.
Likewise, man. Thanks for dusting that off.
Everybody watching right now, man. Honestly, this whole team right here is brilliant. I love all of you guys so very much. And, you know, going to 2021 with positive thoughts, and it's not going to turn. It's not going to turn with a new day just after the clock switches. But it's up to you to just keep that positive mental attitude and keep yourselves focused on forward thinking of everything else that's going on in your life.
Definitely.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Jay. We love you, man. And I hope you
Love
have
you, bud.
a New
Love you
Year.
guys too, man.
Good to see
So
you.
good to see
Happy
you
New
guys.
Year.
Have a good
Happy
holiday.
New Year, guys.
Thank you.
If we can blow,
Stay.
if we can blow the surprise that
Stop.
Authority Zero wrote
Stop.
a new song for the album. Ah, there you go.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Okay.
keep
So
an eye out for that thing.
Rob a couple beers in. Are we gonna get the entire set, the entire track?
You know
list
damn
tonight?
well he's going to.
Literally the worst in the entire world.
I am not good
The
at
entire
surprises.
world.
Tina, I hereby give you permission to just like cover his mouth
He needs
every
it.
single time.
I'll say one more thing, and that's that there's somebody from one of the skateboards in the back of me or Kramer that also is gonna do a song. But that's it. No more.
Okay, we're not talking about
Awesome,
the record
man.
anymore. guys. We need more like big reveals throughout January.
Well, we've got to thank Jason, buddy. We love you. I know you
Love
guys.
you too, guys.
You
I
got
gotta get running
family.
myself, but absolutely. Happy New Year and love you guys and take care.
Much love, buddy.
Happy New
Hey,
Year.
brother.
Love you, man.
Awesome.
Bye. Okay, for
All
real,
right.
I feel like I'm the one right now who's like killing the fun for people though. I'm just like, okay.
Mom.
But I promise to everybody who's watching that this is for your own benefit. We got to keep you excited.
I agree.
Well-
100%. I'm on your side.
And I just want to say how much joy in the comments that brought. And I know Jason might not be hearing this now, but it was really, really cool. No, I'm really good at not doing movie spoilers. That's
Yeah.
But
You need to use some of that energy right now.
And I just clicked on it. Hey, what's up, Cleary? I have to say that. I miss you, brother. I just clicked on the comments, saw you're in here.
He's
Did you
madly in
do
love
well,
with
man?
you.
Fighting
Matt-
over you, Kramer?
yeah,
What's that?
We have some people in the comments at the beginning. They were fighting over you.
I
Oh,
think Chris won, just so you know.
I'm going to say no just because I agree with this wonderful statement of I've heard a rumor Kramer's family might move to Colorado.
Jillian, they're trying to get us to move to Colorado. Yeah, we're going tomorrow, she said.
hashtag dreams come true.
Yes, dreams come true.
Hey, Kramer, my sister lives there and I go there a lot.
Look,
Just
I
like
got.
if that maybe pushes it over the edge.
I'm just
you gotta
saying.
talk to the boss lady. I'm all for it. It's going to be sooner than later.
Yes.
Our timetable got moved way up, so
We're here
hopefully.
for it.
All right. Well,
hopefully sooner than later.
while we still have Adam, we're gonna give you our top 5 albums later on. All of us, we've been talking about it all day. Adam, what are some of your top 5 new albums of the year? I know you collect so much. I mean, you got a record store right there behind you. You got more albums than that one online record store that claims to be the biggest in the world. So,
You know, when I just quick backstory, there is an Instagram post to anybody who ever has mentioned that they like records by an online record store that says that with 15,000 records, they're the biggest online record store. And without realizing that I'm Facebook friends with the guy who runs that store, I trolled them a little bit and I said, "Ha, I have that in my own collection, you know, that not the big record store." You know, and I go to Amoeba and stuff like that. And they're online. So at any rate, I was just talking. And then, of course, this guy's friends with me and says he'll talk to his marketing people about how to phrase that little post and not claim to be the biggest. And I felt a little bit bad because anybody who's into vinyl or doing an online record store, I support you. I love those little pieces of plastic that are destroying our environment. Everyone should buy them. And, you know, so I told him just to ignore me, and I went outside and I told the neighborhood kids to get off my lawn, and I just owned it. A lot of records, you know, trying to pick a top 5 of recent ones. I can tell you that Idols record is pretty rocking. What was I just listening tonight? It's like a super group. What are they called?
Fake Names?
Fake Names.
Yeah.
That album's great.
Yeah, I hadn't heard it yet, but that came up next in my new Arrivals stack. These guys are pretty good.
I've heard good things. Of them. Mm-hmm.
I got to see them fake live.
They have a super cute drummer.
Maybe you should marry him.
I don't know. I already started to live with him.
Well, there you go. You're well on your way.
You'll spend my kid's college fund on record collecting. Let's see. What came out in 2020? I can't even remember.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
We've all been looking at lists all day, I'm sure, but it'll be really cool.
It counts. It does count if a band was supposed to release a record, didn't because of COVID, but still teased you with 1 or 2 tracks. We voted on that earlier.
Yeah.
I think we also voted on re-releases earlier.
Nice.
It's
So
getting
the consensus is that this year can be whichever year you wanted it to be.
Wait, I thought we weren't going to do that.
I'm just kind of messing around.
There's no rules.
I think we're all doing 2020.
Dang it, Leland.
In that case, I'll go with Back in Black.
Yeah, we're a punk rock charity, so you know it's not like rules. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a total nihilist, but hey, you know, that's awesome. One of those, I'm not going to say which one because I'm not going to blow another surprise, but one of those that he mentioned is on my tops, so I'm excited about that. Leland, you're going to be blown away if you can't see the comments, but the last 2 comments are, and there we go.
Yeah.
Wait, let's throw that back up there. If I'm not mistaken, it's Lauren's birthday. Is it not Lauren's birthday? If it is, everybody tell Miss Music happy birthday. And yes, that is really her last name.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, we got
That
that
is her
show in
last
the
name.
comments too now.
So
Yeah, that Chaser record is epic. That's we'll talk about that later. But anyway.
and that's his. You might hear some noise in the background. Tina does rover sitting for dogs, and we have one. There hasn't been much this year, obviously, but we have one being dropped off right now for New Year's. So
Nice.
we have another surprise guest popping in. Ladies and gentlemen, our resident tattoo artist and buddy and did a lot of the Punks and Pets. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Clary.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me all right?
Man?
Hey, Kramer, you sexy beast. How are you?
God, I wish you were. Get over here.
Yo, give me a hug, bro. Give me a hug. I fucking love you.
I think
Anyways,
So much bromance in this room right now.
I know.
Chris has been trying to finally surpass, and I think he has the tattoo artist with the most tattoos on my body. So there's
I gotta be close at this point. If I don't have the record, I gotta be close.
I think
Last time I thought we were tied.
Yeah, I think it's you and Jesse Super. So y'all are
Okay.
pretty darn
Yeah, she's a worthy opponent, so I give her all the credit. Well, she's a wonderful artist.
I decided yesterday that for all the bullshit reasons that I haven't been tattooed yet, I decided that I need to before I turn 30. And Cleary, you're on my
Cool.
list.
Awesome.
I have, like,
Awesome.
5 months to get something on me.
5 months. Say when.
Adam,
Say when.
Adam, schooler on how it's okay after 30.
Well,
School me too, because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, and I'm 32.
my first tattoo was my 50th birthday present to myself.
Nice. That's awesome.
No,
this is
no
really
shit.
like my
No
30th
rush,
birthday
no
present to
rush.
myself.
Nice.
Your first one was on your 50th birthday?
Oh, well, it was a few days before, but it was.
Did you get the rest in the past 3 months?
Dude, I'm 55 now, so this is 5 years of work, and then we're gonna finish off the second sleeve in a couple of days.
Oh yeah, man, looks
Real
great.
question.
Never too late.
Do you feel like having, with your tattoos being so fresh, do you think it makes you look younger than you are? Since your tattoos aren't like 40 years old?
That's a good question, because I'm 32 and my tattoos look like shit.
I don't know. I'm not an expert on the aging of tattoos, but I've
You
certainly
get about 15 years out of them.
Yeah, I've certainly seen some old. I ride bikes and stuff, so I've seen some 30, 40-year-old tattoos, and people haven't taken care of them, and they just live their lives, and there's no question that they've darkened up and faded, and my guy down at Tattoo, he does refreshers sometimes, and then I've seen people who have really light skin who've covered up over the years and paid attention and kind of done the right things by their tattoos, and they look amazing. So I think my totally non-expert opinion is that it's person to person, very different.
Lube up, suckers.
I love it. Chris is doing laps around his house there. I like that.
Sorry, the what you call it? The fucking ceiling fan was creating a strobe light, and it was distracting.
Well, we do. I'm going to bring in. I know, Chris, you're here right now, but we have one more surprise guest that just popped in at the same time. So I'm going to bring him on screen so he's not sitting in the thing. But, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about him almost every week. We're one of our biggest inspirations of 2020 has been the survival and the growth of this young man. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hogs and Heifers in Vegas, Big Rich.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up, Rich?
What's up, guys? Don't mind the decorations that were in here when I got in the room. So
to everybody listening in, these things are as much a surprise to us as much as Rob can't keep a secret with an album or other things like that. He actually kept all this from us, so we had no idea that Chris and Rich were coming on, and Adam was coming on, Jason. So this is.
I had no idea it was coming on either. So
welcome to the party,
pal. We're hoping for one, maybe two more. But Rich, how's things out there in Vegas? I know you're in your rehab facility for your leg, and there's been an unfortunate COVID outbreak of some sort. And are you doing okay? How are you doing?
Yeah. So let me get you caught up real quick. The place that I'm at is actually a 55 and older assisted living retirement home. They allowed because I wasn't going to be permanent, but I've been here since the last week of April, and I'm like everybody's kid and grandkid here. I love it here because like everybody's like my grandparent or like my mom or my dad or something. There's actually a couple here that lived a block away from my dad in Florida. It's freaking crazy. But last week they did tests on Tuesday. 75% of those tests came back positive. So they shut the facility down. Everything went on lockdown, no transportation. Everybody in their room, taking food. They take the food to everybody's room. So I'm missing out on 3 therapy appointments. I get to go back next Tuesday on the 5th. They retested on Wednesday, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go ahead and test. I've never tested. Go figure. The first time I test positive. And so everybody's got a little sign on their door. Nobody's showing any symptoms. I have no symptoms whatsoever. They finally just started coming around checking everybody's temperature again. They're not checking on people that they need to be checking on, but everything is going to be back up again on Monday on the
I think you froze up on us.
hold
Oh, please.
down there.
The 55 and older rehab facility doesn't have great Wi-Fi.
I don't know if he's still at the same rehab facility where he posted the video of the guy that plays the piano for his wife.
Yeah.
Did you get to see that?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible.
I couldn't imagine a better place to be right now with everything.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk.
Yeah, I worked at a retirement home in high school, and that's how it was. It was like I had 105 different grandparents, and it was just amazing. All the love.
Well, he'll kick back in a second. I hope he knows. If not, Rich, log out and log back in, and maybe we'll get you. But Chris, while we have a chance, wait.
There you are.
Hey,
Is he back?
his head moved.
We have the technology.
It moved.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
You are.
Yeah, the internet here kind of sucks. What was the last thing you guys heard?
They were taking temperatures.
Taking tests.
Okay, yeah, they finally started taking the temperatures and everything, but they're reopening to somewhat of what we do on Monday. So the dining room will be open. Everybody will be able to come out of their rooms and go do their thing or whatever. I honestly think it's just a convenience to do it for Christmas and New Year's and have everybody in lockdown, even though I'm going to sneak out and go to Hogs and Heifers tomorrow night. So
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
I usually go out for Christmas dinner, and luckily, my friend Cole, her mom had made some chicken mole, so she brought me a big freaking tray of that. So I've been eating that for the last couple of days. So, but yeah, I got to get out of here.
We believe in you, man. You got support.
Well, while you're clicking in and out, we're going to tell you we love you, and you've been an amazing inspiration to all of us. Keep
definitely.
Thanks, guys. Oh, real quick.
Love you, Rick.
Just to straighten it out. You've been saying that my accident happened on my way home from work. It actually was February 1st. It was a Saturday. I was on my way to have lunch with a friend of mine, Nancy. I called my sister, and that's when the accident happened. It was on my day off, but and as a matter of fact, the anniversary is coming up here pretty soon. And Rob, I want to talk to you. I want to get some posters made to help support Punk Rock Saves Lives.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
let's do it.
Hit me up later, bud.
Yeah, the last week or so with all the holidays have been a little crazy, but I promise I'll get to you. So
yeah, no worries. Love you guys.
Some posters.
How's yeah?
All right, buddy.
Cool.
Yeah,
Kramer, I love you, man. Leland,
Love you, brother.
Chris, Dan, Adam, Mackenzie, Rob, fucking love you guys. So
Love you too, brother.
Love you too.
For yourself.
Wednesdays
Be careful.
are my favorite days because I get to watch this. I'll see you guys later.
cheers, brother.
Happy New Year's, my man.
Love you, Rich.
Love you.
All right. How about that? The hits keep flowing. We'll keep watching for anybody else. If not, we've had an amazing one, and we've still got a lot to talk about. So look at Tina dancing around in the background. Woo! We like I said, we had the dog dropped off, so that's what's going on there. While we have you, Chris, we're asking everybody. Number one, how's Pittsburgh? Is everything
Cold,
snow? Yeah,
rainy, snowy,
Yep.
dreary. I love every second of it.
And what do you have a couple of albums that came out in 2020 that have blown you away? What's
in 2020? I tell you what, as
No
far
signal.
as recent releases, shh, that is
same story we've all had?
very secret information. Okay. Wow, I thought Rob was going to leak that, and he didn't even know about it. No, but you know what? I branched out. I discovered a couple bands. I do this thing where like the bands I like, I follow the new releases and stuff, but it's not too often I'm like shown something new or I stumble across something new. My Spotify playlist just plays the same shit every day, and I listen to it 8 hours a day every day at the shop. But I found this band. They're called Royal Blood. Apparently they've been around for a while. Yeah, they've been around for a while. Well, the singer plays the exact same Gretsch that I own. It's a short neck 4-string bass, and he gets this kind of like crazy sound out of it. Apparently, everybody knew about them except for me. So I found them. I've been listening to them. They're a little. They're a little more mainstream than I expected, but that was probably the standout new, like band I hadn't heard about that other people knew about that I found. Other than that, all the new releases that have come out that like recently have been wonderful. I've been paying attention to everything. Jason Navarro just popped up there. Their guys' new material's awesome. Like pretty much everything I've heard has been really, really cool.
What's up, Jason?
I think I've stumbled more on documentaries than I have new music this year, unfortunately.
That's not unfortunate. I love documentaries. So
well, I do miss the music. I don't. At this point, it's been so long. I don't know what I'm gonna do next time I'm in an actual pit or crowd or And I was getting to the point where I sought out balcony seating. I like to sit and just watch and observe. I could probably do 2 laps around the pit before I'm winded and sweaty. And now it's like, man, like what I wouldn't give to almost throw up from running 3 laps at a pit. Like
Kramer can help you out with that. He's our pit master up there. So
me and Kramer work security at the yeah. Go ahead.
At your birthday 2 years ago out in Denver when the Irish car bombs were playing.
Yeah.
Make sure they didn't fall in the stage.
We were sweaty messes after that.
Yes, indeed. We were taking shifts right up on the stage.
we had stage left and stage right. We had eye contact the whole time.
Yep.
We were grabbing people, throwing them back. It was a good time.
Like you said, it was really cool seeing Jay Navarro has popped up in the comments there.
Yeah, man, that guy's wonderful human being.
He does have a valid point, and it's something that Adam's been posting about the last few days. Everybody make sure whatever you believe in, your positive thoughts, your positive whatever, is with Mark out in California. He's in the hospital with COVID. He's an old school, super skateboarding enthusiast and just an amazing guy. And he's struggling worse than anybody should have to with this thing. And so whatever you believe in, whatever juju you believe in, send it that way. Adam, you know him really well, correct? Is that?
Yeah, we haven't lived in the same town for 38 years, but he's old school original from the early days of the faction. He'd be at the skate spots, he'd be at the shows, he'd be a guy. He's the guy who squatted down on the side of 100 stages, and when a stage driver knocked over a mic stand, he's the one who ran out and set it back up and knew how to get it right. I mean, he's that guy. And I think most scenes have a guy like that. Somebody, he's not there. He's not being paid. He's not, he's not working there. And he's not getting the best view of the show, but he's standing there watching the mic stands. He's that guy. He was always there to help. And, the faction, after our classic run broke up in 85, 1996, I was in law school. I wasn't thinking about music or bands or anything. And I read recently a little history on his record label, but him and his friend down in LA, he had moved to LA already, had started a small record label called Goldenrod. And he was the first one who said, hey, the faction should be digitized and put on a CD. And he released Collection 1. And, we thought the band was gone and done and forgotten, and we were vinyl, and that was it. And we weren't going to make it to the digital age. And this is 96, 95, 96. So there was a little bit of internet, but it was, it was super slow and there wasn't really music over the internet so much. He was adamant that we should make it into the CD age, the new era in 96. And Mark did that. Mark made that happen on his record label. And I just saw him at the second to last Faction show out in LA, and damned if he wasn't up there. I mean, he's a photographer. He was taking pictures and stuff like that. But he was watching the mic stands for us, watching for stage divers, taking out a mic stand, still being there for us. And 2 or 3 weeks ago, the way he describes it is, I let my guard down once and got COVID. Symptoms got worse. Went to the hospital, was in good spirits, posted funny pictures with his little air mask on, and able to take it out. And 2 or 3 days ago, he went into ICU and on a ventilator. This guy's my age or a little bit younger, maybe, and he's not your 80-year-old grandpa. He's not somebody 10 states away, for me. So it's really hitting home. And I've been like 90% good. Like, I wear masks, I've been staying at home, I've been doing all this stuff. But what sticks in my head is what Mark said to his wife, and she posted, I let my guard down once. And that just, every day, that's stuck in my head now.
Yeah. So everybody direct your attention there. I don't know if you could see it, but Navarro asked if collection 1 is the one with the bat on it, right?
Yeah. That, and the first release, if you're lucky enough to have it, is GR 33, Goldenrod Records number 33. It was reissued by Beer City years later with the red Faction logo, same bat. Most people have that. The original one had a blue Faction logo, first pressing, Goldenrod Records. Hard to find, but that was the first time. And I had to take the reel-to-reel tapes, which I have downstairs, into a studio and transfer the reel-to-reel tapes to, at that time, DAT tape, DAT. That was the state of the art. And I did that digital transfer for Mark and sent him those digitized songs. But that happened because of Mark Waters. And so,
well, Jay says he has his on blue. So there you go.
Well, if the Faction is written in blue, that's first pressing, and that was put out by Mark Waters.
Rad. You might have noticed someone else pop onto the screen, ladies and gentlemen. One of our
I think I saw him on a calendar once.
Mr. Jackson Bradford, or Officer Bradford, or whatever you want to call this awesome human. I love him. How are you tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. I just got done with the workout in the shower.
Oh boy, you're
Fresh
trying to
clean.
Yeah, you're trying to get us all like jealous. What's
The only thing worse than a cop is a buff cop.
I'm not a cop. I just play one on TV. Don't worry.
Had to do it.
What's going on in the Milwaukee area? Everything all right? Are people being?
Yeah, we just got a bunch of snow. First of the season, which is weird. Shows you that climate change is real.
Right.
Wait, that's science. Come on.
Science is real too. Look it up.
I saw something on Reddit the other day. It said 92% of all scientists that have ever lived are still alive today.
I saw that
cool.
too, yeah.
Look it up.
Look it up.
No, there's no punchline. That's the truth, apparently. I read it on Reddit, so I know it's real.
Hey. I think we've got most of the country covered here right now. Basically, we got Kramer's the closest to. No, who's closer, Kramer or Leland to the actual East Coast? Which?
That's me.
Oh, Leland. He's
where you at, Leland?
Western Massachusetts, about 2 hours from New York.
Okay, yeah, okay. And then I'm in between him and Kramer. And Kramer's still scared to come to Pittsburgh.
The furthest west we have is.
We're not allowed to travel, asshole.
Hey, my house is sterile. I haven't left it in months.
Samesies.
Well, I don't know if it's sterile, but it's no. Sorry.
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll swear that his shop is sterile.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Even though,
for the record.
even though I have let him tattoo me backstage a few times. So
Yeah, that was in what, Cincy? Was that Cincinnati?
no, it was
since he was Authority Zero, you and I were at that show.
Okay. Where was the show that I tattooed you and then I got tattooed by Nathan Maxwell and we were on like half a bag of edibles and 2 bottles of Jameson?
That was stage 8.
That was here? That was close to that's
that was at my
I don't remember that.
I think that was
Where was I?
I think that was stage 8.
That was stage 8. It was, yeah.
Stage 8.
So where did we go? Where did we go for Bunny Gang? That was somewhere in Ohio.
Was that a couple years ago?
It was a couple years ago.
Because Nathan came through with the band in Oakland like a day later, and he had some stuff with him that somebody gave you guys in Denver.
Wait, what are we talking about? No.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah,
they were magically delicious. I'll say
You're
that
onto
much.
something, Chris. You're on to something.
Well, we're just gonna be total Brady Bunch and fill the screen because
I was about to say that I'm in the middle, but I have to remember to look to the opposite.
Our amazing,
You're the artist liaison. You should be in the middle.
our awesome merch guy that does 90% of Punk Rock Saves Lives merch. Ladies and gentlemen, Dabbles Dave.
Yeah.
Wow.
How you doing?
Jesus. This is like the who's who I wasn't invited to. Look at everybody here. What's up?
Now we have the entire because he's in.
What's up there? Yeah, I'm actually at a charity event. It's a little hard. I just wanted to pop on real quick because we were out doing some stuff, and we've got a charity event out here with Grubbies called Got Your Back, and they help fill backpacks for kids when they're not in school. So every weekend they take backpacks home filled with food, and then they have to come back and do a small report so they get pride in helping their families and things like that. So they do a lot of the charity work here and raise money to get food and things like that for all the kids.
That's awesome.
It's a really cool program. Yeah, it's really cool.
Awesome.
So, but how you guys all doing?
We're good. It's been a crazy fun PMA session. More people keep showing up, and we haven't even We haven't even got
it's right down there.
Yeah.
And what's this new one? The new one you're going to do? You're jumping into a big Vespa project. Is that correct?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a new one? No, I mean it's always a project, right? I just we got home the other day. We had one blow up. I was a block from my place, and the whole muffler and pipe system hit and it completely imploded. So I just got it all rewelded and mounted it today. So that's why I went out for a test ride.
They're kind of like remember MG cars?
Yeah,
they're a hobby. They're a hobby, not a car.
So, yeah, it never ends. It's always a little something here and there. And as I was doing that, I ripped the back tail light off with it when I missed the back bumper. So you know how it is.
All right.
I had friends who were part of a Vespa club when I was in college, and it seemed like they spent about 18 hours working on the bike for every 20 minutes of yeah. But they had so much fun out there, like listening to punk rock and working on those Vespas and Lambrettas. And it's funny, one of those guys was actually Dave from the 45 Adapters, if you know who that is, but that I went to school with. But anyway, yeah, those always look so fun to me. And I've never
Hensley had to turn back on the last ride. He was his cup on his headset is kind of ovalized, so we're going around turns and it's locking him in. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing any more turns."
Yeah, that stinks. All right, while we have you, since you're at a charity event, what is a couple of the best albums of 2020 for you? What's blown your mind this year?
2020. I've been listening to a lot of my old stuff, actually. I mean, James Hunter came out with some stuff. The new Agrolites is out. I'm trying to think what else.
Alex Mackenzie is an absolute monster on that record for the record.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Buster Shuffle's got a new one out. Those are good boys. I mean, they put out some fun bounce, keeps you happy.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I've just been listening to a lot of other stuff. I've been so busy, so I probably missed a lot of things.
I'm surprised you didn't throw Spy Kids in there.
Spy Kids, yeah, right.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm on the album, so yeah, no duh. Yeah, no, that one was a lot of fun because we got to do 2 different times getting that all set up. The practice sessions up in Oakland, and that's when we were up there, with the brewery and all that stuff too. And so that was great, and the faction and the whole bit. But then, the second session was great too because we had Ron Allen doing the Judge Dredd and all that kind of stuff, and it was just good people all the way around. Guys from Unsteady, guys from Buck 09 on the album. It was just amazing. It was fun.
That's awesome. And if you guys don't know, Spy Kids is Matt Hensley from Foggy Molly's band way back in like high school.
80, I think 86 or 7 to 89, somewhere in there.
And look at that. Navarro even chimes in about Spy Kids. Look at that. The ska world is real, baby. So
yeah. Yeah, it's a good old school album for sure.
Yeah, I dig it. It's rad. And I've been lucky that you guys have thrown me some of the tracks, so it's pretty rad. So
yeah, good time.
All right. Well, we never know who else is going to pop up. Why don't you get back to helping kids, man? We love you to death, and we will see you soon.
Sounds good. Great seeing everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy brother.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully we'll see you out here on the coast soon.
I really hope.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's nice and warm. So
yeah,
weather's
great.
All right. I'll see you guys later if I can figure out how to get out
Andy for us. Take care of Andy.
Yeah, he might be at the Tiki Bar tomorrow night, so I'll tell him, hey.
Sneaky Tiki.
Yeah, it's gonna open up for some people just to hang out and relax tomorrow night.
All right. Be careful and wear your mask.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
See you, brother.
See you. Cheers.
Can we talk about how great Dan Falkenthal's beard is, by the way?
We can.
I'm here for it.
He DM'd me the other day and said, "Hey, listen, don't tell anybody, but I spend 30 minutes a day just growing my beard."
Man, why are you telling people that?
I'm sorry, man. I just, I thought it was
a
sign of discipline and admiralty.
He conditions it with coffee grounds and barley malt. It's amazing.
Okay.
You know all the sour mash that they throw away from the Jack Daniel's distillery? That's what he puts in his beard.
Look, Kramer, I only told Chris that, so what the hell, Chris?
Dan, I thought you were or cold. I look at Dan's beard and I just imagine myself crawling.
See, I'm jealous because Adam and Rob and myself, we have all these fiber optics in here that are.
Hey, I'm getting wings. I'm growing my wings. That's why I tattooed my head and shaved it.
I'm proud of my white. I've earned that.
Say that differently.
No, I'm proud of my gray.
Thank you.
Mine went Santa Claus. So
that's why I refer to it as fiber optics.
Yes, good point, Mackenzie.
Yeah, things can be edited down.
We
Used against us.
Did we lose?
We lost Jackson.
Did we lose Officer Bradford?
Yeah, we love you, buddy. We're sorry everybody was just talking so much, but we're so proud you. Oh, he's back.
Oh, is he back?
Is he back?
There you are.
Hey,
there he is.
We were apologizing for talking over you so much, but
did they shove him backstage? Is that what happened?
I glitched out for a second.
That does happen.
Were you called to the scene of a robbery? I'm sorry, that was really bad. I apologize.
So what are your top 5 this year, Officer Bradford?
Top 5 releases?
Yes.
What even came out this year? Red City Radio was good.
That was good.
That was really good.
Anti-Flag. There were some good Christmas releases in Milwaukee. Direct Hit did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
one was good. There were some really good ones for Christmas this year. I liked the Scotch Network Christmas album.
Yeah.
I tricked my boss. I work in fine dining. For those of you who don't know, I tricked my boss into playing Bad Religion's Christmas record. It lasted about 10 seconds, But one of my guests actually like noticed it and recognized it and was just like, "Who controls the music here?" Because I could have sworn that was Bad Religion. I was like, "That was me, and that's why I'm not the one who controls the music." It was a moment.
And how can people get the new calendar, Brett Jackson? I want to sell a bunch of calendars for you.
Yes.
That's at stupidradmerch.com/Bradford.
Nice.
You can see all this.
And I saw, I was going to post it, but you got called one of the good things that happened to Milwaukee this year. I saw that list.
I was in a list with 9 other people, the 10 good things in Milwaukee in this awful year.
Oh, that's wholesome.
That's so awesome. We're so proud that you help us and support us, and it's you're one of my favorite humans, man. So I hope you know.
I'm going to be a part of it.
Do you get your picture on the wall now with like Laverne and Shirley and other like epic legends from that town?
Only if he's a good enough seamstress.
Good enough.
I hope I get a glove on a bottle.
There you go.
I want you to have a statue right beside Bronze Franz.
It would be a lot taller.
Yeah.
Is that thing life size? Because he's like short. If that's life.
That thing's tiny.
It's also terrifying.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
it's a terrifying statue. It
scares me.
Well, you've never seen a bronze statue in a Speedo before?
They did his face kind of scary. It does not look terribly like.
Oh, you're talking about the Ronaldo statue?
No, it's Fonz from Happy Fonz.
Oh no, Henry Winkler.
Yeah, and it's done in bronze. It's done in bronze, and it's down on the river downtown Milwaukee, and it's kind of spooky.
You might know him as the principal from Scream. Anybody remember that?
Oh no, I just Googled it. Oh no.
Yeah, not good.
Oh no. He looks like the what was the villain in Terminator 2, the T-1000 or something?
Whatever.
Oh no.
Okay, I've never seen it, but I kind of want to wait until I see it in person because of these reactions.
Oh no. How do I can I share my screen? This is horrifying.
Rob,
Oh, I have an idea. Cleary,
Rob,
since you
one
hate
of
it
our
so much, this is what you're going to tattoo on my body.
I heard
what, the Fawn statue?
Why not?
I'll buy a fucking plane ticket right now. Are you kidding me?
I'm so excited about this idea. We're keeping it.
Yeah, it's on camera now, and there's thousands of witnesses, so you're committed.
It's okay. Well,
all right, listen, I found the perfect picture.
April,
oh, here.
April,
wait, I can do this. I can do this. Look, share screen. I can do this. Hold on, wait.
All I know is it's kind of a thing where when we're on tour, you've got to go visit the Fonz.
There you can. Boom.
He just shared
there it is. There it is.
That's like the
okay. I'm talking full color, just that angle. Hey. All right. We're in it now.
Makes my city proud.
I've got.
All right. We're in it. That's official.
Yeah, if you dig into my Facebook, there are a couple of pictures of me with him in the middle of the night. It's pretty funny.
Oh man, I'd be scared for my life in the middle of the night.
Rob, one of our friends came down the street from him, and he said that he takes his dogs out for walks on like neon green rollerblades, and it's amazing. And he took a picture of him like I don't know, it was like a couple weeks ago or something, and totally posted it on our group chat. It was awesome seeing the Fonz on like neon green rollerblades. It was rad.
That makes me very happy.
Well, his career the last 10 years have been Adam Sandler movies, right?
Yeah.
And
Hallmark movies.
Hallmark.
He's very good in Hallmark movies. I'll be honest.
He had a recurring role on Arrested Development that was amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, let's we've been on for a long time already. We're like beyond, but I don't think we're in a hurry, but we do have a lot of things coming. And I think there's one more guest coming, but we'll see in a minute. Let's see. Let's go to Mackenzie first. I get to put Mackenzie on the spot.
Ooh.
Top 5 albums.
Okay, so a little bit of a disclaimer here. I never do a top albums list. Sorry, I think my dogs are about to fight. because I overthink it and then I get really stressed out and I give up. And so this year I was actually able to follow some stuff, but then I also feel like, what up, Shoop? But I also feel like there's a lot that I missed.
Hi.
So I just kind of picked like 5 off the top of my head that I've been listening to constantly, and I don't know if they're my top 5. That may or may not change if I actually put out a list, but here we go. Sharptooth, Transitional Forms, War on Women, Wonderful Hell, Strike Anywhere, Nightmares of the West, Western Addiction, Frail Bray, and of course the Suicide Machines, Revolution Spring. Probably my top 5, and then a special honorary mention and shout out to, because I don't feel like this was the same sort of thing. It didn't count as a top 5. Both of the Liquid Death Greatest Hates. Is everybody silent? Oh,
Greatest
so
Hates.
Nice.
yeah. So there's a death metal one. Anybody who hasn't watched it, there's a death metal one that came out in May, and then there's a punk one that came out. What was it? Just recently, like earlier this month, and it's awesome. So definitely go check both of those out. But those are my records.
Cool. Well, if you noticed, we've had another guest join in, ladies and gentlemen, from Sniper 66, OC 45, Try, all sorts of rad bands.
All kinds of things are happening.
I'm not just saying that because you're in one of my bands with Adam there too. So,
all you need is Todd.
The famous Drummond Shoop. How are you, lady?
I'm good. I'm great. It's good to see all of you guys. It's been a weird week, so it's been. Hey,
and Mackenzie.
Hey, over there.
Mackenzie, I think you earned it back. You're not going to fight him anymore. So
I'm not going to fight him anymore. Also, I've been meaning to post my Punks and Pets cops that I got, but I haven't yet because I keep crying every time that I look at the one that Jay Navarro did of my old dog Snickers. May he rest in peace. So I will be making that post soon. But it's seriously phenomenal, and
with all the talent and all the people who are involved with this, I feel bad for anybody who gets my paintings.
Well, I do want to say, speaking of Punks and Pets,
Adam, you did the best.
I've been doing a bunch of follow up the last couple of days. There are a few artists that didn't realize we were trying to get them to people by Christmas, so there are still some shipping, and we're shifting a few around to get everybody's out. We really appreciate. Yep, we really appreciate your support with that. It was an incredible fundraiser. We're going to do more. Yeah, I'll ask on that one. So, yep. Look, Jason throws up Snickers.
Yeah. Honestly, so Snickers
was
used to
really
sit
good.
in bed with me and listen to the first Suicide Machines record all the time. So that was extra special.
Oh, man. I sent all mine up. I got all mine done.
I have 4 out. One's going to Canada.
Supplies, so we got it done.
I hope you brought your A game.
We have, so be patient.
Listen, I've never done watercolor before, and I quickly discovered I'm not a watercolor artist.
Just tell them your story.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I did 4 cats. I requested cats because I have cats. I have one cat. Her name is Stop Eating Plastic, and then I have another cat. His name is Dingus Von Jagoff. So it's like, give me cats, and I got the pictures, and like the one cracked me up. It was like a family photo of like a whole family, and then the cat is just like this big down in the corner. So I had to create his essence from this tiny pixelated thing. So I was like, okay, well, how can I be original? Because everybody around me is putting out these amazing pieces. There's so many talented, awesome people in here, and I've wandered into this, and this is super cool. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watercolor it, but instead of going out and buying watercolor paint, I did it with tattoo ink. And and I spilled ink everywhere. I knocked a rinse cup over. I almost ruined one of the paintings, but I didn't. I like lifted it up while everything else got soaking wet and destroyed. And I have learned through this experience that I'm not a watercolor painting. So if you got me, there are 4 cat watercolor paintings that are going to be the only Chris Cleary watercolor paintings that ever exist in the history of ever. And if you do watercolor art and you do it well, I admire you, and you're a wonderful human being.
Art. That's so awesome. And a lot of us on here were involved with that. It looks like I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on this screen that did them, and it wasn't me, it was her. And so, but if you ordered some and you haven't gotten them yet, number one, we're dealing with mostly musicians, so just be patient. And two,
a couple degenerates in there too.
And two, there's the mail is really slow. I've been tracking stuff. I got one back, and I'm sending it back to her today. So be patient with this check-in. I'll try to find out what's going on. And I do know a few of them, the artists misunderstood the time frame, so we're shifting and we get them out to you ASAP. We are debating doing another one and doing it twice a year. But does everybody think Valentine's is kind of like the perfect one for this kind of thing? It just seems
I think we should go full Titanic and do photos of their loved ones.
Just do one a week. Fuck it.
That's gonna be perfect. That's all Kramer. He will be doing everyone's loved ones.
Yeah.
Kramer, you now have 100 paintings.
Everyone will just get pictures of you. That's it. Everyone's gonna
No.
Kramer self-portraits for everybody.
So
fundraising
you amazing artist, I might be hitting you up again if you're interested. Just if you're not, or you don't have time, it's okay.
It just won't be watercolor this time. That's all.
But so
all the ones we've seen so far have been great, and I have to say the creativity behind so many of them, like Adam making them all albums, are awesome.
That's his medium, man. You gotta stick with what you know.
April, what's going on in Austin? How are people doing down there? I know we got you in and Nick.
I have no idea. I don't leave my apartment.
It's just you and Kiyomi?
Yeah, this is Kiyomi. She's a little bitey tonight.
She's perfect.
She's been obsessed with the sink. Like, it's crazy. It's been a thing. But Austin's in our stage 5 restrictions. We've been having to shut things down and enact curfews again, and it's a whole thing. It's not fun. People
Everybody's bringing dogs up. Walter.
No, let's not do that.
Everybody's bringing their dogs up. I love it.
Buddy.
Oh yeah, it's a pet.
I got a really weird dog, you guys.
Guy.
Look at Cookie Monster. I love it.
That's awesome.
Oh, Bradford, I love yours.
Hey guys, what's wrong with my dog?
Really well behaved.
He doesn't bark often.
Jackson, have you seen that Cookie Monster as a therapist YouTube video? Because it's amazing.
No, I'll check it out.
Awesome. Like, he's like totally a psychotherapist, and he's like, would Cookie make you feel better? Cookie, no. Awesome.
Adam, what is that? What is that blue thing, Adam?
It's a Cubs dog.
Oh,
there you go.
Every time I go to Wrigley, I get a Cubs souvenir. I'm a Giants fan, but I love Wrigley and I love Chicago, so I sort of love the Cubs. And so every time I go to Wrigley, I become Chicago Cubs fan, and I buy a souvenir.
Beautiful.
Drink Malort.
So I've got like 4 or 5 Wrigley souvenirs, and this is one of them.
I love it.
You shut your mouth, Larry.
I'm just going to send you more, Adam.
And if we could all
You
take a
shut
shot
your
together,
mouth, Kramer.
I would drink.
Yes, I fucking love drinking. Hold on.
Malort. Wait, I have some.
Oh, Malort? Oh, fuck you, Satan. Fuck off.
I have little airplane bottles.
Oh, okay.
I actually have a little mini of Lord on my shelf forever.
Hey, Kramer, I love you, but everybody has flaws. It's okay.
Oh, fuck Malort.
You're welcome, buddy.
But speaking of Malort, they dropped a few songs, but Counterpunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, they were on recently.
I'm lucky to have heard the whole new album that'll come out next year, and
you lucky
guys,
son of a...
it along with, and I'm sure Leland will get to this later, but that and the new Chaser, man.
I heard a rumor that Counterpunch's drummer still tours with an iPod.
That's not a rumor. That's confirmed.
I know he left.
That is a fact.
Out to potty, so I will be back.
He left it at my house one time, and it was like a rescue mission. He was super serious. He's like, "I need that back." He's like, "I'll pay you hundreds of dollars."
And he has
send your iPod, man.
he really does still have like an iPhone 4. And he does not update it because he's afraid it'll die.
I'll drink the
That's
Jim
true.
Margle.
Jim Margle. We love
I'll
that
drink.
guy.
This one's for Jim Margle.
All right, let's get back into the albums. Mackenzie had to duck out to take the dog to the bathroom. She'll be right back. I'm sure all you pet parents know that. Let's see.
My pet's shit in a box, so like I said, there's something wrong with my dogs.
Dan, you've been enjoying and being our silent partner up there all night as usual. Let's go with your top 5 albums. What blew your mind away this year?
So I'm scattered because I'm heavily into stuff like post-hardcore, emo, revival, and shit.
Jason with the best comment of the night. Sorry.
Yeah, this is too perfect.
Sorry, Jason. Jason, please tell me you saw that meme I made like a year ago where it was Jim Margle and then Chuck Norris, and it said, "Remember Jim Margle? This is him now. Do you feel old yet?" And it was Jim and Chuck Norris together. And then Jim screenshot it and posted it and didn't give me any credit for it. I was like, you son of a bitch.
All right. Sorry, Dan. Jason threw the best comment. And there's nothing wrong with listing other stuff. It doesn't have to be punk, sir.
No, Jason, that was perfect. No, I'm around the board. Matt Kirkus, he used to be a singer of a band called Citizen that I've been listening to a lot. Great acoustic stuff. Into It, Over It. Adam. Wow. Into It, Over It's a great post-emo band from Chicago that I love dearly, and I've seen multiple occasions. There goes Chris again.
It's perfect.
Like I said earlier, Red City Radio, Paradise was a phenomenal album. And I have connections with Garrett, so I can get him on to the live PMA stream for next year.
Yay! We love Red City Radio.
I'll get that done. Fall of Troy, Trevor Hall, a whole bunch. Besides that, before I went on live tonight, I watched the Powell Peralta documentary. So I highly recommend that if anybody has some free time. It's a great skate documentary.
It is. I love that one.
Nice.
All right. Let's go over to Leland. What was 2020's highlights for you?
What blew me away in 2020? We said earlier that if you released a song with the intention of releasing a record, but you didn't get the record done because you weren't going to release it during COVID, that counted. So I want to get that out too. So my top 5, I said for 2020, United Defiance, Empty Advice, really great song, and that's got a record that's coming with it shortly. Chaser obviously released a song called 2020 yesterday afternoon from the forthcoming record Come Alive. The whole record is amazing, but that's epic. So congratulations, guys, and we look forward to hearing more of that. Another band that's near and dear to my heart, Cigar.
Yes.
Called We Used To, which is an amazing song. Record was supposed to follow that, but COVID kind of prevented them from releasing that. But they released We Used To on an amazing platform called Bridge City Sessions that Nick Wilson does, and that place is just fucking epic. And that guy, even though I've never met him, is a saint. So I love what he does. So check out Bridge City Sessions and Cigar, the song We Used To. I think that's the only place that's been released. And then my last 2 were the Barstool Preachers soundtrack to Your Apocalypse, which was fucking epic. And then finally, our guy who the show is more or less named after, is HR from Bad Brains, released a record, a reggae record called Give Thanks, with our friend from our friend Ken's label, and it is fucking phenomenal. So that was awesome too. Those are I think those are my top 5. And then honorable mention to the house that Bradley built was a really cool comp that they did for the Brad Knoll Foundation.
That was really cool. They got more tunes coming right now.
Yeah, I heard that too. And then
somebody might have played a song earlier that might be on it.
Oh, no kidding. And then last but not least, Run the Jewels 4, because that was epic. Here, I'll show you my
allegedly, Your Honor.
Run the Jewels 4 was actually also really good.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
can see I'm already overthinking my list.
April, has there been new music this year that blew you away? Any albums out there?
I was not prepared for this, but I'm trying to think of albums that I actually bought. Like I felt like out of touch with music this year. I know that that's an obvious feeling for a lot of people because like you're usually there and you're in it and you get these albums from these people, but I don't want to blow too many of my own horns here, but I'm not even in this band anymore. The Starving Wolves album finally came out this year, and that was big for me just to have like that trophy of that time spent because I tracked the drums for that, and so several years ago, so it was good to have that kind of come out, and then to see the reception of it was awesome. Like I miss playing those songs, but other than that, the Bad Cop album came out. It's called The Ride.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Suicide Machines album, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
I bought that one too.
I know. The Starving Wolves and the Bad Cop records were like a couple that were up there. I'm like, how long can I make my top 5?
Yeah, right. I mean, I feel like I listened to some old stuff. I listened to a lot of folk and country this year. So I don't know. I mean, like Frank Turner, if he had anything that came out this year, that was what I love.
He did
That's what I love.
he did the thing with No Effects this year. So there you go.
You know, like in all honesty, like I was expecting a little bit more from that, but it was still really good. Like, don't get me wrong.
And
But
speaking of that, his birthday was the day before yesterday. So or yesterday.
yeah, I saw that they did like
Happy birthday, Frank.
show.
Oh, it's Patti Smith's birthday today. That's what I meant to mention.
Oh, nice.
Which is,
awesome.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Other
Sorry, I
than
had to
that,
throw
you know,
that
I
out there.
don't think I have a full 5. That's all. That's what's on my mind for now. Yeah, Jason knows. We're conspiring.
I think you're going to drum for everybody before it's over. So I'm.
Hey, you never know.
No signal needs a drummer.
Is there a like a Guinness World Record for how many bands?
Talk to our manager Kramer.
So you pulling a Dally?
I would love to pull Dally.
well,
I'm just saying.
Shoop, Dally, and Jim Margle. But
Yeah.
I'm like rooting for Shoop.
Just 3 drummers. Just fuck it. Like, yeah, Slipknot has to do a step. You know, like step your game up.
I might not be playing drums in everything. You know?
Well, that's true. Yeah, okay.
You could be like Adam, have not played drums, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm only playing if I'm playing drums.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, Chris Dolly, Jim Margle, and Shoop there. Yeah. What a super group! Just drummers and there's no percussion. It's just drummers. Like one's on violin, the other one's on like bouzouki.
What are you, doors?
Look at what we can do.
We call ourselves the Manzarics.
When me and Rob were inventing these roving years, we were like texting back and forth. Started drunk on the boat on the cruise. Last time Faction played, I'm like, Faction's breaking up. You and me are starting a band. And so we got back. We were texting back and forth and stuff. And I'm like, and we're trying to figure out who could be in our band with us. I'm like, and I had met April at the punk rock bowling prior at the Hogs and Heifers thing, and saw her play drums. I was like, dude, I wonder, could you get like April to do it? He's like, I'm at the show with April right now. I'll text you back in a minute. or fundraiser or something. She was like in the room at the time.
Right.
You know, like
that was when we left the cruise. The cruise was the actual launch of Punk Rock Saves Lives, and then we had organized to tour basically from the cruise back to Denver with Pennywise, the Bronx, and Authority Zero. And so I'm touring back, and I'm in Austin, Texas. April and Dylan from Sniper are hanging out. We're having a blast. And Adam's like, hey, she's a pretty good drummer. Ask her. And I was like, give me a second. There you go.
Hey, so you like want to play some drums and stuff?
And
Okay.
the rest- and then we got the awesome Todd Daigle on bass, and we are a band. So it's I wish we could get back together to to do some more, but this COVID stuff's keeping us away.
Hey, if you ever have an opening for like a position where like the guy from the Boss Tones that just dances on stage, I could just be the guy that drinks all your booze backstage.
Totally.
We
Hi,
lost
Bradford, we love you.
Jackson again.
You're in.
You can, but it's only Malort.
Oh, it's a system of checks and balances. I'm in.
You're talking about
Nice try, universe. I like that.
You son of a bitch.
You can be our go-go man.
I don't know if Jackson's gone, but we do want to thank him if he is. We love you, brother. Have a great night. I know he was cooking for his partner, girlfriend, whatever.
He has a new line of Speedos he has to model and try on, make sure they fit right. All those sponsorships just rolled in after the calendar came out.
2021's just around the corner.
Dan did post the link to order the calendar, so go check out the new calendar. And I know a lot of the money, all the money, it goes to a couple of different ones, Planned Parenthood and a few other charities. And look up that article on his page. It was really cool seeing him named in the top cool things happening in 2020 in Milwaukee. That's pretty big company. It was really cool. So I'm glad I know him, and it's a really cool thing to I get to watch his wild side and then his awesome side and his everything all at the one time. So it's really cool. Okay, who hasn't done albums? Kramer.
Hey, I feel on the spot. Top 5.
No signal.
So everybody took a bunch of mine. So Suicide Machines, Revolution Spring was absolutely amazing. Bad Cop, the Ride. Counterpunch dropping a few songs, but another one that dropped a song that hasn't dropped the album yet, but I cannot wait. In the Whale, Drug Dealer.
Nice.
If you have not heard that song, get down. It's amazing.
Listen to In the Whale.
Listen to In the Whale. They're
In the Whale.
Another one of my all-time favorites that I haven't heard since probably before 2010. Classics of Love dropped an album, a 5-song EP, World of Burning Hate. Jesse Michaels band. And then also a band called Meager Kings. If you've not heard them, kind of upbeat, super positive.
Russ Bomb, the homie.
Russ Bomb.
The total G. Russ Bomb. That dude can hang.
If you want to listen to, check out Meager Kings. It's punk rock Jim Croce. That's the best way I can describe it. It's amazing. He's absolutely awesome.
And
there's like some like Nick Cave and the Bad Seed stuff going on. It's some yeah. Russ Bomb is he's the homie, man.
He's also
time in a bottle. Time in a Malort bottle.
What's that?
I'll start writing those lyrics tonight, Adam. So.
Nice. Kramer, does it have a Van Markley feel to it or no?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Heard it yet? I really want to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the lead singer, his name is Russ Baum, Baum, and his band is called the Meager Kings. And
shout out to Russ Baum, the homie.
Most definitely.
North Carolina,
Russ,
go check him out. He was playing an acoustic show with JDV in Russ.
I believe that. That sounds like Russ.
Both playing, it was epic, man. It was awesome.
Yep, he toured with JDV and Howie Spangler from
Ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo.
Yeah.
And those guys.
Navarro's asking who In the Whale is.
Oh, Jason, tell Jason I'll send him something right now.
They're a 2-piece band from Denver.
Strap in.
It's drums and guitar, and they are just
insane.
Yeah,
Jason, check your Facebook. I'll send it right now.
Already listening to Slaves. You're screwing up.
Slaves.
Another 2-piece band.
What's if you're into that shit? Check out Slaves.
We're naming a lot of 2-piece bands tonight. The one that who was it that said the
Royal Blood?
Royal Blood.
Yeah. So I brought them up.
This man, I'm writing shit down now.
In the Whale is amazing.
Royal Blood.
it's
Figure It Out was a very good song. But In the Whale, Jason, I'm sending you In the Whale's latest single.
There it is.
You have to listen to In the Whale.
They came through the knitting factory with in Queens with Authority Zero, and we had so much fun at that show. I was watching two people like play like Strap It On, like from Helmet, like except it was way different and way cooler. It was awesome. Anyway,
And then Nate Valdez has also Valdez, which is
his solo
own
project.
thing, which is drastically. Actually, I meme them too because his project Valdez is like this soft, like harmonizing, and then In the Whale is just like kick your fucking face off in the first 2 seconds. So let me see. Let me see if I can find that because that was pretty funny. But I sent In the Whale's new single over to Navarro there. Check that out.
So
everybody
good.
here, listen to In the Whale. Those guys, not only are they just rad human beings, just
Stellar
awesome
people too. Yep.
So yeah, that's right. I just got a text from Intruder Purple. So she's out there, and she did a bunch of the photos for us, and she got the one going to Ireland. So
Oh, nice.
so I need to PayPal her the money. So hopefully, I never got there earlier. We had one ordered from Berlin and one ordered from Ireland. I think those were the two furthest away, and that's pretty rad.
Nice.
And if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Baum will be a guest sometime in the early part of the year for this. So
that's a rumor.
We'll get Russ on here to talk and play a couple of tunes, and you can all get into the Russ Baum.
Super positive dude.
I'll talk to the End of the Whale guys, see if we can get them on for a week too. Really want to take PMA sessions to the next level this year. So if you're a band that you see these and you would like to participate, please let us know. You can email me, Rob, at punkrocksaveslives.org. Mackenzie helps me book a lot of them, and so does Leland. So don't be afraid to reach out to us. Okay. So, yep, that'll be, there you go. But we'll get, yeah. And Nate from In the Whale has another band called Valdez, which is his last name. And it's completely two different sounds. It's pretty rad. So
incredible music.
I like how earlier you went through the effort of like screen sharing, but here you're just like, here's a meme on my phone. Here's my phone.
Listen, that's one of the only 3 things I'm good at these days is memes.
You can cook a steak perfectly.
Well, that leaves one left for the mystery. Okay,
don't shortchange yourself.
I don't want to know what the mystery is.
Yeah, you got to remain mysterious, you know.
That's okay. So I think everybody got their albums out there.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't? Did Dan get his out?
Yeah.
You were watering telepathically. Yeah. Dan telepathically sent out all of his. I heard it. I was like, "Get out of my head, Charles!" But
only people with his level of beard could hear.
Yeah, see, I just shaved mine off, so maybe that's.
Yeah, I have these horrible Irish genetics, so it's not happening here.
So
needs more gray in it, though.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll start with ours, and then I've been kind of keeping score with everybody's what people have been naming, and then I think we'll be able to name the Punk Rock Saves Lives album of the year by the end of this, just based on what everybody voted here. So, mine, obviously, the Get Dead album just kicked ass. It was unbelievable. Those guys told on it, and we talked about it when they were on the PMA session. And at first, Fat Mike did not like what they turned in, and they went back and did some stuff and hit it out of the ballpark. Those guys that was so fun watching that one.
I want to hear the first iteration.
No, I'm not laughing at you, Rob. I'm sorry. Richard Wilson made a comment. Just can't get over it. It says make memes, not watercolor paintings. Jesus Christ.
Rich hits it out of the park.
Why do you gotta come from my throat like that, bro?
So yeah, Get Dead. Make sure you go get their new album. Bad Cop, and there's it's unreal. I admire those women more than I can tell you. Unbelievable. Not only amazing artists, but amazing people. That's unbelievable. Suicide Machines, obviously. I'm not a fan at all. Just kidding.
Yeah, who are they? Didn't they do that the Tony Hawk game?
Yeah,
never heard of it. Please go on.
I'm crazy lucky that Jason is a supporter of this and goes out of his way to do. He jumped on with us at Love Hope Strength at the very end, and then followed us head-hearted into this. And Jason's not only a rad person, a funny person, but he's a damn sincere person, and he's one of the best activists I know. And
I second that. When you and
his
I were
projects
doing
are awesome too.
When you and I were doing Camp Anarchy in Columbus, what was it, 2 years ago? And Jason came over to the booth with us when we were with Love Hope Strength. Man, it was absolutely incredible. Jason, if you're still on here, thank you so much. It was.
I bugged him for like 3 or 4 weeks before that, and I said, "You got to check out Love Hope Strength." That's when it was still Love Hope Strength, and he was like, "All right, I'll go over and check." Because
He most definitely did. He far exceeded anything we expected. It was really, really cool. So thank you.
What a great dude, man.
Most definitely.
And he came out when I was coming through with Flogging Molly in Detroit. He came out. I invited him to the show, and I was just going to get him in so he could come hang out with everybody and everything. He showed up to volunteer. It was incredible. He didn't want to go watch the show. That just shows you the character. That's unbelievable. Not to mention the musicianship. And I saw that he got back together with his metal band the other day, and I'm kind of stoked. So, all right, moving on. I kind of.
Hey, Kyle Hernandez is here. Everybody say hi, Kyle.
Hey.
Kyle from the Bunny Gang. We love you, brother. Synthetic Elements. So Kyle did some of the pictures and I know one of them for Punks and Pets, and one of them was incredibly special to dear friends of ours from the Flogging Molly cruise who lost their dog, and he made them smile. It was beautiful. War on Women. The new album, Wonderful Hell, was unreal. I'm going to echo Adam from earlier. The new Idols is unbelievable. I am really sold on that band. I got really lucky. As you know, if you know me from working festivals and stuff, I'm either at the booth or I'm doing artist relations backstage. I don't walk away to see many shows that often. And I stood at Austin City Limits last year and literally stood and watched Idols for the entire set, and I didn't feel that rage to get back to the booth and work. And that's saying a lot, because I do this not only because I love the music, but I do it because I want to help people in the world. And so for me to not be wanting to leave and enjoy the music tells you how great they were live. So make sure you check out Idols from, I think they're English. I'm not sure where, and if I screwed it up, if they're Scottish, I apologize. If they're Welsh, I apologize. I think they're Welsh, but I'm not positive.
Across the pond.
Yep. So, but that gets picky over there. It's kind of like Ohio State, Michigan. You don't want to.
Hey.
So you don't want to mess up with that. But
Does anything decent come out of Ohio, though? Do we even really need to worry about
Whoa! I'm literally right here.
He's right there, and he's wearing a shirt.
Yeah, but the thing is you don't come out of Ohio. That's the thing. I've been trying to get you to Pittsburgh for 6 months, and you're just like,
it's really not that far.
I have a career,
and it's not
anymore.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody.
And I don't know if you can see her because she's camouflaged a lot, but our Lily dog jumped up. Look at there. It kind of fades into my clothing. You know?
That's the Rudolph of the pack. She gets picked on because she's not a corgi.
she might be corgi.
On them.
Yeah.
She picks up all of them.
And she's the boss. All right, back to it. I can't leave out. I'm going to go more than 5. Sorry, guys. I can't leave out Sharptooth. Unbelievable. Just incredible music, incredible people. Stoked that they did it. And this list, it's pretty funny. A lot of these people are on our advisory committee, and that's not the reason I'm picking this. They put out amazing music this year, and I'm so stoked with the music that's going to be coming the next 6 months to 2 years that was written while we've been stuck in our homes. And
those are going to be the albums to watch.
There's going to be some amazing stuff coming.
That's gonna be so depressing to listen to all that once COVID's like over. Just be like, God, like this makes me feel some kind of way.
And I would be completely amiss if I didn't name Anti-Flag's 2020 Vision. Phenomenal album, phenomenal support to us, phenomenal everything. Those guys believe what they stand behind. It's not a show. They stand for what they talk about, and it's unbelievable. And 3 of the 4 of them did the Punks and Pets for us. One of them totally just admitted he couldn't draw. It doesn't, and I get that. And so, and the only thing I do want to say, the Bad Religion book, Do What You Want, unreal. J. Luke Schmaltz, that's on here a lot, comes in and comments from King Rat, put out the Belcher this year. Yep, Chris has got the book up. There you go. If you want to read a funny, lighthearted book about, and Adam brings it out too. Look at that.
You're so good at this, Adam.
Oh wow, cool! It's talking about everybody. Nice.
And I do.
Is Adam like the Mary Poppins of like punk stuff?
He's going full tilt Vanna White. He did the like.
And
not at all.
Not in between censoring my cat's butthole, I'll show you that I also own books. Shoop's down there losing it.
And I can't, would not kiss an Adam's ass, but the Suburban Resistance album is rad if you want to check that out. Here it is. It really is some cool punk. I really, and when Todd
mentioned the Faction remaster.
Oh, I missed that one. And I did a skateboard for Earth, and I still missed that one. That one was cool.
The it's really cool to see, and I'm sure the Faction's Greatest Grinds, and hopefully our album will make some of these lists next year with Try. So I'm excited for y'all to hear that. It's coming. And yes, Chamber.
I just got to feel comfortable enough to go record backing vocals somewhere.
Tight.
There you go. And
we're so stoked.
And maybe you guys can open for No Signal. Talk to my manager Kramer.
It's the running joke of the thing. But most of all, as we, I can't believe we've gone as long as we have. This is the longest PMA session yet. But this is basically the staff and a couple of board members and advisory board members of Punk Rock Saves Lives. And we want to tell you all that it's been our pleasure this year finding new ways to be out here for you. I was on the way to the Anti-Flag tour in March.
Me too.
I was in Rochester, New York, sitting in the driveway.
Chris, buy a Greyhound ticket.
Chris was going to come up and join me and ride for a week, and Billy from 1916, one of our another advisors, an amazing artist. I was sitting in his driveway when I got the call that Anti-Flag was going to have to pull the plug on the tour because it just made sense and everybody was shutting down and we needed to be safe. And I turned around to come home and we had to redefine what Punk Rock Saves Lives was going to be in its initial thing. And I think we figured out, and this has been the PMA sessions have not only been one of the biggest parts, but we've also spawned the mental health sessions with Dan and Tina. And I know, April, haven't you done one of those? And
I've been on one of those.
And We've had who's all been on them?
Yeah,
I was on one.
we did one. We did the first responders one, and
Yeah.
And then, so it's become a huge deal, and we appreciate all of you. We're going to figure out more cool things to do. Tina's got some really cool missions that we're going to push out here. We're going to work more on the food drive part, and we're going to
On
work
that
more.
note, Tina and
So-
I were talking about a mission, and I feel like we've got enough people watching. We do need some help. We want to put together a list and a guide for as many major cities as we can to help you all get started on getting Narcan certified and carrying it. And so if you have any information in your home city or a city that you're from, please send it our way, because we would really like to just do a master list of how to just be a carrier and properly trained on it in as many cities as we can.
For individuals or first responders?
For individuals.
Individuals.
Yeah, or first
Okay.
You
Oh,
are
cool.
able to get trained. Some places you get trained, some you don't, but you're allowed to carry. And it honestly does.
I think in Pennsylvania, you're completely that's okay to have in your person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it completely saves lives. So any information you have in your local communities, send it to me or Tina, and we're going to work on getting that out as just like a thing that you can look back on if you know somebody in a city who's trying to get her done.
Yep, that was one I was going to let Tina roll out, but good job,
Oh,
Mackenzie.
I'm sorry.
It's no, I'm
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I'm going to give you a hard time because you were all night. That's it. That's all it is.
It's really rad, and we just want everybody to know how much we appreciate you. Be safe tomorrow night if you are going out or doing anything.
I'll be right here if anybody wants to have a Punk Rock Saves Lives Happy New Year's session with me.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm dressed up fancy.
I'll be here.
Yeah,
I might put a suit coat on.
Ooh. All white.
All white? Oh, there you go.
I've been looking up traditions of all different countries, and one of them is you wear all white to go fresh into the new year.
if you're Irish, open your doors.
I was just gonna say
all the bad juju out and all the good juju in.
Yeah, and then get drunk as fuck.
Well, yeah.
That's America.
It's no different than the average Thursday night in Ireland. So
what else is there? There's sauerkraut. Oh, and don't wear dark underwear. I heard that one on the internet somewhere.
Do you have to wear underwear there?
Yeah, hey, one more cheer for Mark Waters, man. That guy sounds pretty rad.
I heard
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, I've done the Black Eyed Peas most of my life, and I did do it last year and made some friends of ours do it, and a couple of them tried to jokingly blame me. Oh wait, we have one more last minute guest. I can't believe he made it this late. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Friel.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah.
We were actually wrapping it up and saying goodbye, so good timing.
I've been watching.
Kevin, did you win your poker game or not?
I did. I always win.
How much did you win your poker game?
Which one are we specifically talking about?
I don't know. I called you at like 2 a.m. one time. You're like, I'm playing poker, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
That was like, yeah, we also watched the fucking crazy ass shit on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were like, you got to watch this. I was like, all right, cool. Anyways.
Kevin,
Yes, I won.
He kind of embodies our mission of being always trying to be there for each other. Kevin takes more calls from people that need help than there's just about anybody I know. So thank you, brother. We love you. So
Fucking Rob, love you, buddy. Your fucking effort is fucking unmentionable. The amount of shit you go through and deal with, I fucking love it. I live it. You fucking live it every goddamn day. Props to you guys. Props to Tina, Mackenzie, Dan, everybody. You guys are fucking amazing people. Thanks for what you guys fucking do. Love it all.
well, we're gonna keep.
We love
We're
you.
gonna Yep, we're going to keep moving forward and everything. I say it every week. I want to thank everybody on this screen, and I love you to death. And remember, it's okay to tell your let's say it right, platonic. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Tell your platonic friends.
Bring the A into 2021.
Yep.
I'm platonic with everybody here but Kramer.
Hey, look, not even.
It's okay.
Kramer, I love you.
It's okay.
You ever seen that man without a shirt? I mean, come on.
Just the PRSL PMA session late nights? Is that what
Late
we're
night.
doing?
Wait.
Yeah, it's premieres on Cinemax.
As Travis Authority Zero's tour manager said, it's the PRSL only friends. You know.
And shout out to Travis though, man.
Most definitely, man.
My
We love you.
homies. Yeah, my homie's been dealing with some shit, and he's had about a bad run with health and everything, and he's hanging in there. He's the toughest cookie I know. He's my jackalope brother, man. I love that kid.
And he's a diabetic like myself, and he's struggling. So keep him in your thoughts as well.
Hey, Chaos merch. He has a line. Go there, support him. Check out the Travis Stevens line of Chaos merch.
Chaos
yeah.
with a K.
Yeah, look at that mug. Yeah. Get a Load It and Soundcheck Punk Rock Show T-shirt, mug. There's a couple other things. Help our boy Travis out, man. He's a good human being.
He's got a lot of medical bills, so that's going to be a big help. So check that out.
Shout out to Gabby and everything. Yeah, support my homie Travis.
Venomous Pinks.
Most definitely. One of their skate decks is back there somewhere.
They're amazing, and so just make sure you tell your friends you love them. It's not a bad thing.
Hey, I love you guys.
And it's okay.
I love you more.
It's to steal a line from Hope for the Day. It's okay not to be okay, and so don't be afraid to reach out. We're always here. Our phone numbers are on the website. We're here for you if you need us, call. Someone in this group will get you to advanced help if that's what you're looking. We can be your first step. A lot of other charities work on, and this is something Tina said, and I'm really stoked about it. A lot of other charities work on suicide, on that side of mental health. We want to be there for you as you live. And so we want to work on everybody's mental health while you live, because everybody struggles every day. And we're going to work on that and have more programs for you this year. Dan's being instrumental in a lot of that, and we love him to death.
Thank you, Dan. Seriously, Dan and Mackenzie, thank you guys so much.
If you haven't noticed, Dan is.
I don't know if you guys realize how much we appreciate it, but you need to know we really appreciate every last little bit you put into this. It's incredible. So thank
Dan
you.
is a man of many words, and all of them are fantastic. If you know Dan, he just talks and talks and talks and doesn't let anybody interject in the conversation.
Shut the fuck up.
It's sometimes hard to stream with him because he just dominates it. But you know, at the end of the day, he's one of the best people I've ever met. I love that kid, man.
The best.
Love you, brother.
He commands attention. Hey, listen, if we're not going to be together for New Year's, does anybody want to have a toast?
Absolutely.
That's what I got this week for.
I don't know what to toast to, so I'll leave that to somebody else.
Hold on. I know exactly what to toast to.
Hold on.
I'm going to get emotional.
Are you emotional?
I do have the
wait. Make sure everybody has some sort of beverage. Yeah, let's let Dan go.
Go on, Dan.
Hold on.
Look at that punk rock saves lives branded flannel that Dan is modeling right now. Available. punkrocksaveslives.org.
That would have been really embarrassing.
Jepson's.
That's so weird.
Jepson's bourbon dam. Now I feel like I should have something other than water.
All right, we can run through. We could start with Kramer. Run through everybody real quick. 10 seconds.
Hey,
Kramer gets 30.
To each and every one of you, to everyone watching, but to John Elliott, I miss you. I love you, brother. Happy New Year. I love you all.
We lost one of our own this year. Here's to
John. Slanche.
Sorry.
No,
Can I go next?
Yes.
Yes, please.
We got to pour another round.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, well, I'll give you a second.
Hi, Shoop. I'm Chris Cleary. Let's hang out sometime.
Okay, guys, I legit though need to eat dinner at some point. So,
Yeah, let's wrap up. Go
There we
for
go.
it. Who asked to be next? Adam?
I did. No, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, go.
We've lost some great people along this year for reasons that we can't control. And we get through this. We've survived. We have sorrow. We fucking love everybody. We cry. And it just kind of is what it is, but we will survive.
Strength. Salute.
I love that.
That's all we can do right now, guys. But we got each other.
Yep. That's the whole idea here, guys. Let's wrap it up right at the 2-hour mark. Crazy. I love it. Thank you all. I love you all. I say it every week. One love, up the punks. Good night, everybody.
Up for the fucking punks. New Year's. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Love
New
you all.
Yeah.